the very strong Westfield Marching Band, getting you ready for this matchup between number 1 Centreville and number 11 Westfield here in Chantilly. Jeremy Huber with you high above the field on the 50-yard line, getting ready for what should be one heck of a football game tonight. We talked about it. Centreville comes to this one, the top-ranked team in the area according to the All-Met Sports poll. Of course, their one loss coming to Gonzaga earlier in the season. They sport a 4-1 record. Westfield also 4-1 on the campaign. Their lone loss coming to Lake Braddock. Bit surprising as the Bruins had some injury issues in that game. Still able to beat the Bulldogs, though. Westfield rebounded with a win over Stonebridge last week to kind of get back on the winning track as they welcome in their conference rival tonight. This game, really a great atmosphere, as you would expect. These backyard rivals, kids grow up playing against each other. They do it all the time, and really this is all about bragging rights for these guys. A couple guys talking about what the rivalry means to them. One of them, James Gibson, the standout linebacker for defensive back for the Westfield Bulldogs, talked about that a little bit earlier on this week, talked about this rivalry and what he expects to see from the crowd tonight.
Especially during warm-ups, you know, we'll see our student section coming in, we'll get a few parents, and then once we come back out for the game, you know, it's a shock. Especially the first time I played this my sophomore year, we had a lot of people. We just want to, it almost makes the game a lot bigger than it is because, you know, the fans, they're just as into it as we are, and it's kind of as important a game to them as it is to us.
So our coin toss has just been completed. Centreville won the toss, but they defer, so Westfield will start off with the ball as they look to go ahead and pay their rivals back for last year. The two Centreville wins, 28-0 in the regular season and 35-14 in the postseason. Obviously, Westfield would love to turn that around this season. We'll see if they will be able to do it. Also, make sure tonight we're following the other action in the area, some other big games as well. But this one doesn't really get any bigger than this when it comes to Fairfax County, though. Robinson High School may have something to say about that. Also, South County, some very good teams as well. But these two rivals, again, the rematch of the 6A North Championship game last year, again, won by Centreville on their way to a state championship victory. They'll look for that springboard again tonight as they look to go ahead and continue their 4-game win streak, as their only loss coming first game of the season against DC Private School Power Gonzaga. Almost ready to get this one started. Centreville in their baby blue helmets with the white jerseys, white pants, and the baby blue trim. Westfield in their black jerseys, gold helmets, and the white pants. Eric Rondeau ready to do the honors as he gets ready to kick this one off, and we are underway here in Chantilly. Low squib kick going to be taken about the 5-yard line, fumbled by the return man. He'll take it up the middle. He's got some space. Out of the 30-yard line, spun down, eventually goes down. Justin Barrow on the return. He'll get it out to the 30-yard line, so Westfield will have a good start to scrimmage from at the 30, ball just on that 30-yard line. Take a look at your starting offense for Westfield. Left tackle spot, Tucker Elbin. Also left guard, Isaac Rodriguez. Jack O'Brien, your center. Joe Kenny is your right guard. Josh Ohanian is your right tackle. Madison Scoville brings them out. The 5'11", 175-pound senior quarterback, also a standout basketball player, throws this one looking to get it to Justin Barrow. Incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Your other starters at the running back spot, Evan Gray, the 5'10", 225-pound senior. Vince Song is the fullback. Cole Brown is the tight end. An interesting wide receivers, talked about Justin Barrow. Also see a lot of time from Dontario Moore. The other interesting receiver, Tyler Scanlon, the 6'6", 192-pound junior transfer from Paul VI. You've heard Scanlon's name before. It's good reason. Was a pretty good player on that Paul VI WCAC champion basketball team. Hand off to Gray, nothing doing. He's going to be thrown back for about a loss of 1. So that's going to set up a 3rd and long here for the Bulldogs. Centreville a 3-man front, though Coach Chris Haddock says his guys definitely are multiple in what they can do. Christian Brooks at one end, Jordan Brooks at the other, Britton Lee the other end, Brooks actually the nose tackle, Tyler Love, Andre Horner, Jake Bainey, and Xavier Nickens-Iser, your linebackers. Third down, Scoville back to pass, looking deep, looking for Scanlon. He's going to overthrow him, had a step on the cornerback Charles Tutt, the all-Met performer, second team all-Met, but Scoville could not hook up with Scanlon. That'll be an interesting matchup. Scanlon got height and got jumping ability. We saw that in his time on the basketball court at Paul VI, but Westfield will go ahead and have to punt this one away. Scoville will do the honors. The other deep men, defensive backfield for Centreville, John Jennings and Charles Tutt, your corners, Delon Amati and Tyler Gambone, your safeties. Two men back deep for Centreville. Tutt, one of them. Scoville, a little rugby kick, going to try and get it away. Tutt will have a shot at it, takes it at his 40-yard line. He'll be brought down just short of the 45, so Centreville will start there with their wing T offense. Had a chance to talk to head coach Chris Haddock this week and really just straight asked him, Coach, why the wing T? Used about 15 years ago, the flag's going to be down. Let's see what they call here. They'll say holding on Centreville. So this should be a 10-yard penalty. It would be very close, but it shouldn't give them a first down. Referee does have a microphone tonight, but so I think they'll probably add this on at the end. Referee's having a conference here. Chris Haddock saying his piece. Coach Natalie attired as usual with a tie and a sweater vest combo. Looks like he's going with the Carolina blue tonight. But talk to Coach Haddock. They will go ahead and take the penalty here. They will mark it off from the end of the run back, so that'll put the ball right around the 30-yard line. Talked to Coach Haddock, though, asked him why the wing T, really big in the area about 15 years ago, then it kind of died out a little bit. And, with all the big-time talent they have, said, why'd you go that route? And he said, it's an offense that works for us. It's something that you can run with anybody. And if you look at the Centreville players, the skill guys, yeah, they're all pretty good size and good speed, but their offensive line isn't the biggest. A lot of guys actually under the 6-foot mark on the starting line. They have Justin School, the oral commit to Vanderbilt. He goes 6'6", 305 and a senior, but the rest of those guys, most of them actually under 5'10". So wing T, a little bit of a smaller man's offense when it comes to your linemen, and Centreville able to go ahead and use that and use it to great effectiveness last year in their win in the state championship game. But as Coach told me, he said one of the things is actually it works better for us when we go out of our own region where teams don't see it that much. Here, teams like Westfield and Robinson and the others are kind of used to seeing what we do. Centreville going to shift their entire formation, kind of came out in a pro set. Now they're going to be in trips to the right. Handoff goes to Boost, looking to get to the outside. It'll be brought down, lunges forward near the 30-yard line, so give him a gain of around 5 on the play. Looked like he was going to be bottled up. Your starters for Centreville up front, it'll be School at left tackle, Keno O'Connor, your left guard, Riley Newell, your center, Andy Soon, your right guard, and Ignacio Fernandez, the right tackle. Joe Farrick, the quarterback, wears number 3. Farrick taking over for Scott Walker last year, who led the team to a state championship last year. Also, Charles Tutt at a wide receiver spot. David Little, a tight end. Kyle Richborg, halfback. Tyler Booster, fullback. And Jake Bainey is the other halfback. Boost up the middle, wrapped up, stays on his feet, then will be brought down, maybe given back to the line of scrimmage. So a nice play there by Westfield up front. Take a look at the Westfield defense. At one defensive end spot, J.I.L.O. Then at the also joining him on the front line, Chris Leo, Brandon Flores Lopez, and Zach Jewell. Your linebackers, Billy Pickett, Jack Clancy, and James Gibson. Joe Karen at one corner, Dontario Moore at the other. Your safeties, Nick Render and Cole Hewling. You can hear the crowd getting into it on a 3rd and 5. Centreville needs to take it out to the 35-yard line for a first down. Farrick going to fake the throw. He'll run. He's got some space to go. Farrick at the 50. He'll fall down. I don't know if he slid on his own or just lost his footing, but a huge gain there all the way out to the 49-yard line. Give him a gain of 14 and a first down. So Westfield looking for that stop, and it looked like one of those half-option run/passes, and Farrick decided to keep it and found a nice seam to get a big gain.
Hello, and thank you for viewing this portion of our recent broadcast. This concludes the free viewing experience for this broadcast. If you're interested in viewing the remainder of this broadcast, you can simply click the Add to Cart button below this video where it says Download a Copy. You can also purchase a DVD of this broadcast, which will be viewable on computers and televisions. DMVSTREAM.COM is an independently funded project, meaning that your purchases and pledge of support go a long way in helping us to continue to broadcast live sporting events in the DMV. Thanks for stopping by and for your continued support.